guys, it's Ryan Raids, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm on the free-to-play account, and the portal is glowing blue, which means there's a 2x event on Ancient Shards. So this would be the first time ever I've pulled shards on the free-to-play account. I currently have 23 Ancients, but I have got over 1,000 gems. So what I will be doing, going into the gem shop. It's probably isn't the most efficient use of your gems, but we'll do it this once because I desperately need some food to level up champions, and I might be able to pull something good. So I'll pick them up quickly. Right, let's get to it. So I've got 34 shards. I will, however, be jumping over to the main once we're done on here, and I'll be pulling my ancients on that account to grab the hammer points needed for the champion chase. Come on in, Raid, let's not be tight. Just give me something that I can use, something useful. So what we'll do is we'll pull the first 4 singles, and then we'll do 3 banks of 10. Useless. Useless. So these will all just be food mainly. Useless. Imagine if we get all rares. Another one useless. Right, so that's the singles done, so we'll go in for the temples. There is actually a 10 times chance to pull this dude. So you'll get your 1% chance for a legendary and your 16% for epic. So in theory, in 30 shards, I should get between 3 and 6 epics from 3 temples, judging by that. Let's take a quick look at this dude then. So he is the faction guardian for barbarians. Looks pretty cool, doesn't he? So on his A1, he attacks one enemy and has a 50% chance of placing a provoke for 1 turn. Nothing too exciting. In his A2, attacks all enemies, decreases the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn, and increases the duration of all allied buffs for 1 turn. Also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns, equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. And then on his A3, places a 50% increased attack and a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns. This is these things here where it gets a bit crazy. So if you've got 1 faction ally, decreases the cooldown of all allies' skills except this champion's by 1 turn. 2 faction allies, fills the turn meters of all allies by 20%. You've got 3 of them, activates an instant turn effect on the ally with the highest crit damage. And then his passive, when attacked, has a 20% chance of placing a provoke debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Occurs once per hit. So you've got 1 faction ally. Allies deal 25% more damage to enemies under control. If there's 2 faction allies, allies ignore 50% of target's resistance when applying any of the control debuffs. And when there's 3 faction allies, when counter-attacking, instant effects and debuffs placed by ally skills cannot be resisted or blocked. And he's also got an aura, increases ally defense in all battles by 25%, and then increases ally accuracy in all battles by 40%. Only applies to barbarians. If this guy popped out of one of the next 38 ancient shards, wouldn't be too bad actually, because I've got Loki, who's a barbarian, and then War Maiden, so I'll get the these 2 effects here, plus these 2 effects here. Right, so let's crack on with this session. Come on then, June Lord McGregor, let's pop out of this set of 30 shards. Right, first temple. Or an epic, Necro Hunter. I don't think he's that great. So that's 2 epics, so the rates are bang on what they should be. Let's go again. They do fly out, don't they, on Ancient Shards. That's 2 epics. Nothing great. So yeah, we are literally bang on rates so far. So the last temple, come on Raid, just give me something. something. There we go. Epic. I think Gaoka isn't too bad. We'll have a look at their kits when we go check them out in a sec. So yeah, we got 6 epics out of that session, which is probably bang on what you should get. Let's go check out how many points we got for this Champion Chase tournament. So we've got up to the 75 hammer points. Look at that, 5,500 points you need for the top hammer points as a new player. That's ridiculous. Look at that though. I'm top for Odin. Can you imagine if I pull off an Odin, get an Odin? I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. One of these lot down here will go pump out a load of shards though, probably. But I can hope if it does get close near the end, I will just have to pull all my shards. Nice. I just cannot believe the points there. 5,500 for a new player. That is absolutely bonkers. Right, so let's go have a look at some of these champions what I pulled and see if any of them are any good. So yeah, let's go see what I picked up in a minute. Sayachi. Attacks all enemies, has a 40% chance of placing 50% decreased accuracy. Attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased crit rate. And a leech. She'll be going straight in my clan boss team. 75% chance, books up to 100% chance. Should be going straight in. Extra healing. Places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies. Then attacks one enemy. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 20% if this attack is critical. Revives a random ally with 30% HP whenever this champion kills an enemy. Yeah, so I'm only interested in that leech for clan boss. What's this do? Don't know. That's one of poison. Did it go in there? Who would I have in my clan boss team? Well, obviously have Kale. Kale, Rector Draft for revive and healing. Sachi for healing. Bane for poison and damage. Maybe another poison? What's he do on this one? Block active sticks, that's no good. Not for clan boss. This one is a fusion. Part of one of the fusions, so I'll just keep her in the vault. Necro Hunter. 60% decreased defense. Yeah. Nah, not really. What about this dude? Decrease attack. Probably not. Gaoka. Decreased defense, low percentage. Oh, he's a bomb champion. Might have some use for him somewhere. Right, so that's it on this account, guys. What I'll do now is just hop over to the main account and we'll try and hit the 5,500 points. Right then, guys, we're on the main account now. I have just realised something though. To get Odin, you need 10,000 points. So there's my dream on the free-to-play completely smashed already. And look at this guy, look. 6,500, 6,000. Yeah, I won't be getting that on here. So for the 5,500, I think you need to pull about 100 Ancient Shards. So yeah, let's get after it. I have only got room for 30 at a time, so I'll be back and forth to make room. If you're pulling shards this weekend, good luck. I hope you get better luck than my free-to-play. And let me know down in the comments below if you pull anything worthwhile. So we'll do 3 temples at a time and then I'll have to go and make room. I am hoping this doesn't take 100 shards, because otherwise my way to get Freya might be a bit compromised otherwise. So let's do the first temple. I've got absolutely no idea when my last mercy was, to be fair. Oh shit, I did mystery shards. Right, let's try that again. So yeah, I don't know. I no idea where my mercy is. No idea. It's one epic. Only one. Ugh. Right, let's go again. We want like 500 plus points per temple, really, if I'm going to do it in more than 100 shards. That's 2. If I'm pulling 100, I might get something decent pop out at some point. Oh man, the rates ain't as good on this one. I've just got to make room. 2 seconds. I'm back. Let's go again. I need a big flurry of epics to pull this back. So if I'm going to get... oh, there we go, 3. So that pulls back 1. I'm going to go under 100 shards. The gold wouldn't be too bad. That would pop out 500 points. That's only 2. Nothing interesting's come out so far. 1. Oh, that's Andalia. I need that for the Mikage fusion. I only need 1 more epic. That Ulfrig. And I'll have Mikage. So that's a decent pull there. I've just got to make room again. 2 secs. Ready to go again then, guys. I tell you what, a Geomancer would be nice. I still haven't got a Geomancer, but if Ulfrig just pops out these next 30 shards, that'd be better than getting a legendary. Because then I can fuse Mikage. Right, so let's see if he pops out. That's 2, 3, come on. Another one would have been nice there. I think my Stag Knight goes up to a +4 now. Maybe a +3, not sure. Oh, Royal Guard and Geomancer in 1 temple. I got neither of them. Right, come on then. That's Geomancer in the bag. Let's give me Ulfrig in the next temple. And then we'll check to see how many points we've got and what we've got left to do. Go on. Come on. One, 2. Oh, no. I reckon I'll be waiting on Ulfrig for ages now. And I'm pretty sure, before the Mikage fusion come around, I'm pretty sure I just fed him as food as well. Which is pretty gutting. So let's go check the points and see how many more I got to pull. Hopefully it's not too far off, but I did get a couple of temples with only 1 epic, so I don't know, could be another 20, 30. Oh, we're almost there. What do you reckon? So 1 more temple should push it over the line, so let's quickly go do that now. Right, last temple, so that'll be exactly 100 shards if an epic pops out. You watch it give me all blue now. Come on, old girl. Come on. Oh, legendary. Volvid of the Fawn. Got no idea who he is. No idea who he is. Let's have a look. Oh, he's a Sacred Order dude. He looks pretty cool as well, doesn't he? So what's he do? Attacks one enemy, has 30 chance of placing a provoke, debuff for 1 turn. Also heals the ally with the lowest HP by 15% of the damage inflicted. The provoked debuff can be placed even if this attack lands as a weak hit. Will he be any good in Hydra as a provoked champion if it never weak hits? Attacks all enemies 2 times. The first hit has a 75% chance of placing a provoked debuff for 1 turn. The second hit is a 75% placing a leech and strengthened buff on its champion few turns. The leech and provoked debuffs can be placed even if this attack lands a weak hit. That's 100% if booked. He might be decent in Hydra then. Attacks all enemies, decreases damage increases by 5% for each debuff on each enemy. Also heals all allies by 20% of the damage inflicted and places a shield buff on them for 2 turns, equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. And this passive decreases the damage taken by all allies from enemies under provoke by 15%. I'll tell you what I do, we'll quickly go look at Hell Hades' website and see what they say about him. So let's have a look what Hell Hades on his website rates this guy. So if you never used Hell Hades' website before, it's an amazing tool, to be fair. I use it all the time. So they have given him a 4-star rating. And then they normally have a bit of spiel about the champion in here. And then they star grade them here, where they're useful in the game. So yeah, Clan Boss Hydra has got 4 out of 5 stars. Doom Tower 4.5 out of 5. Good for the Magma Dragon. 5-star for Spider, 4.5-star for Ice Golem. So yeah, he is a pretty handy champion, to be fair. Let's head back. So that legendary should have just pushed me over the line for the points. I didn't get an Alfred, which would have been... I would have preferred Alfred to that legendary, because that means I would have got Mikage. But we can't have it all, can we? So I guess that'll be it for the video today, guys. And I hope you have a good weekend coming up. And I will actually put out a video tomorrow, so updating the progress on the free-to-play account. So I'll catch you then.